When the state of Texas hosts its inauguration in Austin on January 20th for Governor-elect Greg Abbott, a company with deep Terrell roots will be at the epicenter of activities. This is not the first time that Terrell-based Eddie Deen Catering has been at the forefront of serving governors, presidents, and heads of state. It has become a tradition spanning 2 decades for the Terrell-based company. Here with Eddie Deen Catering. Eddie, I understand you have a big job coming up in a couple of weeks. Tell us a little bit about it, where you are and where you're going and what you're doing.
It's the gubernatorial inauguration, January the 20th. We expect to be about 17,000 people in less than an hour, hopefully 45 minutes. Strategy, we'll have about 200 folks helping us, some volunteers and some employees from here in Terrell, Texas.
Tell us a little bit about how you got involved in catering in Austin in the first place. I know you've been doing this for, what, 20-something years, I understand?
Well, the last 20 years we've done the gubernatorial inaugurations. Also, we did 2 presidential inaugurations for President Bush, George W. Bush. And Bush, we got involved when he was running for governor. So eventually, after he was elected, they were looking at 80 of the top caterers in the state of Texas. And it chose 16 of us, then he got down to 8 of us. Come down to Austin and do a food tasting and present our case. And so from that case study, they chose us to do the event. So we fed 14,000 people in 45 minutes.
It's amazing.
And the second one for Bush, we 15,538 minutes. Rick Perry's first one was 13,529 minutes. So this is Governor Greg Abbott, plan on feeding 17,000 in 45 minutes. Take over Colorado Street in Austin, and we said we'll take a lot of these smokers that you see here on trailers and big ovens and make it happen.
What all's on the menu?
We got brisket sausage, kielbasa sausage from San Antonio, it's jalapeno. Got smoked chicken breast, Eddie Deen's barbecue sauce, homemade yeast rolls, pickles, peppers, and onions, potato salad, coleslaw, red beans, buttermilk pie, chocolate and vanilla, and we got Coca-Cola sponsoring the water and soft drinks.
As far as in going to Washington and doing the presidential inauguration, tell us a little bit about that experience.
It was great. They called me to feed 13,500 people, and they asked me if I could do that. I would have to do another event of 4,500, and on the way to the airport, they called and asked me to do a third of the 3,500. So it was about 22,000. While we were there for a few days, we fed over 32,000 people.
It's amazing.
Pre-smoked the brisket. All the other items we'll have to smoke there on the sides. Then we'll bring the temperature, brisket back up the temperature there on the side, just because of the volume.
Tell us a little bit, you've been in the business for just about all your life, I understand. Got started on Lake Tawakoni?
1980. Well, not my whole life, but when I was
fresh out of college?
35 years.
Okay, wow. Have you any idea how many folks you fed over the years?
Well, I had to stop and think about that. It'd be quite a few.
Yeah, I would imagine. Eddie, anything else good to pass along folks here in Terrell?
Well, we just appreciate the opportunities for Terrell sites to let me stay here as long as they have.
I know Terrell, proud to have you. Call it home. So.
Since 1985.
Britt Deen said in order to feed 17,000 people in less than an hour will require 40 serving tables with 80 serving lines, staffed by between 150 and 200 workers who will be dishing out 4 tons of brisket, 2,500 pounds of chicken, a ton of jalapeno sausage, thousands of yeast rolls, thousands of pies, and all the sides and fixings, including potato salad, slaw, pickles, and onions. This is Mike Ellswick reporting for Terrell-Tribune.com.